Tuesday morning. Welcome back to Morning in the Mountains and a visit with Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Yeah. So we hope you're doing well this very hot morning here in the Smokies, isn't it?
You guys are cooking down here.
Oh.
I mean, we had to try and find light shirts to wear.
Yeah.
You're going to be up into the high 90s today. I mean,
Yeah.
well, you already know that because I'm sure you watched David Aldrich.
Well, yeah, to get the the weather report here
Every morning.
It's a lot hotter here than it is at the North Pole. So, yeah.
Boy, even the elves sweat for us while they're watching us up there. So
They do.
It's so warm. But
well, welcome and thank you for joining us. And of course, obviously, we're live on Facebook, but we're also now live on YouTube.
yes.
Which is exciting news.
I mean, Roku,
Yeah.
YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah.
Man,
How cool is
pretty
that?
soon you won't be able to get away from
Yes. And make sure that you, while you're watching us, please feel free to make comments.
Or start a watch party,
yeah.
please. I mean, especially today, we got a very
special guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Mrs. Claus tell you all about this one. So, because it's near and dear to both our hearts, but especially her. So.
Well, that's true, although I think you'll see a little later into the show that Santa has a very avid interest
Very
in her
avid
as well.
interest in this.
Yeah. So anyway, we have a gal with us that we have known for a lot of years, about 10 or 11 years now. And we would like to welcome her to our show, Cindy Heinemann with Misty Mountain Soap. Say hi, Cindy.
Hi, folks. How you doing?
Now, I got to tell you, I mean, as you said, we've known her for a lot of years. But
We have.
wow, her products are just like second to none. And I don't mean to sound like a commercial already, but when you see what she's got, you're gonna probably agree with me. So
Yes, and she actually has a lot of products. I know there's many people out there with skincare products, but have a kind of a more narrow selection in things. And Cindy, you have how many kinds of products now?
You know, I'm not exactly sure of the number, but it seems to be in the hundreds. So if you count all the different scents, I mean, we do everything from lip balms to lotions to soaps to face care and foot care and dog care. And so we have quite the line.
Yeah.
even dog shampoo.
I know.
Dog soap and dog. I mean, incredible.
Well, when you have 4 dogs living with you, you have to have dog shampoo.
That's true.
I got to just ask, did you start with the dogs and then develop the shampoo? Or did you think all along that you were going to do that? Or did your dogs start to stink around you?
The dogs always stink, yes. But, actually, though, when I started my business and worked out of my home, if the dogs ran away or got lost, people would say, "Oh, your dog smells so good," because they just absorbed all the scent in the house. But I've had dogs my entire life, so definitely the shampoo came afterwards.
I suppose that would be true, huh? I mean, the fur would certainly, be like, and of course, we're going to talk about this more later. She has a couple of shops here locally in the Smokies, and when you open the door, it's wonderful.
It's like it's
aromatherapy.
It's actually, I was going to say aromatherapy, and it's actually like walking into a spa.
It
is. And you could
is.
just feel yourself instantly. Just from smelling everything.
That's true.
So
That's true.
Makes it easy to pick products.
So, Cindy, tell us a little bit about your journey. People always like to know how, what made you start this. And I think, if I recall, you started this with your daughter, and it was for your mother. Was that?
Well, actually what happened is when my mom was ill, somebody down the street gave her a basket of soaps. And after she passed anyway, I started using the handmade soap for myself and my daughter, who was 7, 8 years old at the time. And my daughter was very sensitive. I'm extremely dry. And we couldn't believe the difference that using a handmade bar soap made in our skin in comparison to
what you'd buy
a
at the
commercial,
store.
a commercial soap,
Yes.
not naming any names, but commercial soap. So for 5 years or 6 years or whatever, I always used handmade soap. And eventually, I decided that this is something I wanted to learn and pursue how to do. And so my daughter and I, when we moved to Tennessee, that's kind of how we started. And it was quite the journey and a lot of failed batches, but learning experiences is what I call them. And that's how it started. I started in my kitchen in Knoxville, which quickly grew into a different portion of our home that we blocked off and made into a workshop. And I started by doing farmers markets. I was one of the first vendors at the Knoxville Farmers Market, and then doing craft shows also.
Wow. Boy. And from there, I mean, this just kept growing and growing. Were you surprised at how many people responded to your products initially? I mean, it seems like, I don't want to call you an overnight success, because I know you've worked a whole lot harder at it than that. However, I mean, it's just like it just started to explode. We knew, again, going back 11 years, you didn't have hundreds of products back then.
No, I didn't.
No, I think initially when we met you, you were still in Knoxville. Is that?
Yep.
I think that's, and you were really just starting your line. So
I was. For the first 5 years, I did farmers markets and craft shows. Excuse me. And coming to Gatlinburg, I fell in love with the craft community, the arts and crafts community out there. And my dream was to always have a little shop in the arts and crafts community. So 5 years into my business, that happened. And I opened my very first shop, I think 10 years ago or 11 years ago. And then a couple years later, I opened another one. And anyway, things just kind of kept going. And as we made one product, we were like, okay, well, let's try delving into bath bombs or lotions or whatever. And every product was a learning experience, and we have fun stories to share. But we do a lot of research, do a lot of conventions, that type of thing. And yes, it was not a planogram, but it all seems to have worked to get me to where we are today.
Now, when did you start your online business from that? I mean, because you had the shops going first, and then did you start to get into the online, or was it kind of together?
Actually, my dad's wife helped me set up my first online shop in 2008.
Oh,
so I
okay,
started
so that
in
was
2005.
So, wow.
yeah.
And I still remember, because I'm like, okay, we're online. And I'm watching the computer, and I'm like, okay, orders are going to just spill out of the computer. And of course.
Don't we all wish?
And of course,
We're
that
still
didn't
waiting
happen.
for that, aren't we?
And that never came to be, because that's just not how business works. So
Right.
doing the different shows, you collect email addresses, you collect names, you put out newsletters, you do coupons. And so over the years, we did more and more, and we grew that customer base. And so right now we have a pretty good customer base. People have seen us at shows. People
Pretty
have come
good
into our shops.
customer base. Let me explain what pretty good means. I mean, she sells her products, what, all over the world now?
All over the United States.
All
Yeah,
over the United States. Okay.
So,
Sorry, we got the world thing going. But yeah, certainly all over the United States, and I know you are just churning out a whole lot of products every day
we do.
to customers across the country.
We do, and I went from obviously working in a small area in our offset of our house, where you'd start a new project and you have to clean off a table to get to the next project. And then when I opened my first shop, my dream was, of course, to be able to have customers come in and watch you make things and be able to purchase in the front. And that worked for a while until we started to make more things and more
Yeah.
things. And then I'm watching my girls, and we're carrying hot pots of oils way too close to each other. And in order to expand our line anymore, we needed more room. So now we found 7 years ago, we moved into a production area, workshop area, where we have a soap making area, lotion making area. And so everybody has different areas, and it works out so much better.
Now you mentioned conventions and stuff. So they're actually, which of course, I'm not making soap myself or any kind of products, but I guess there are conventions like that which you can go to
Yes.
learn more about the soap. Is it soap making business
Soap making,
or
pretty
lotion?
much soap making, lotion making. So there's actually a handmade soap makers guild that I belong to, and you can actually get certified by doing different testing. And they have, classes on how to make, but they also have classes on business, social media, so that it helps people do the entire business as opposed to just make it and take it. And then there's regional also soap guilds for like Southeastern or different guilds, and they also have their own little conventions. So it's interesting to think that there's actually a soap makers guild, but there is, just like there's, I'm sure, Santa's
Oh yeah,
guilds and
exactly.
or
No, and
conventions.
you're
Yes,
and you're right.
exactly.
There's a lot of things for authors and
Oh,
such
yes.
out there.
Yeah.
And, but I wanted to mention that because there is information out there, and it's kind of interesting when you think about the fact that there are guilds and things for people to go to hone their skills, so to speak, because when you're a mom and pop type of a business and you're on your own, then really that when you reach out to a guild like that, at least that helps you.
It does.
You're not kind of all alone there trying to do your own thing. So
That's true, and there are regulations. You follow FDA and packaging regulations, and so it's important if you're going to be in business to know those things or have knowledge of that, because you don't want to put a bottle of lotion out there with no ingredients on it if somebody's allergic to almond oil or a nut oil or something. So I think it's it's very important to follow those guidelines.
Wow, I never even thought about that, but you're absolutely right with
Yeah.
all the allergens and stuff
Absolutely.
that can affect people. You got to be careful what you're putting in things, and you
Yeah.
certainly have to
Yeah.
let the customer know what they're buying. So
well, that's true, and you
if they
have
suddenly start breaking out, that's not going to help your business.
so many. What would you not call it? Flavors. What's the word?
Fragrances.
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 Fragrances for your products. Just a question on that. How do you come up with these? Is it
You got some
something?
incredible ones. I'll
Is
tell
it
you, some of
something
the stuff
that
I
you
can just
just
sit there and go,
say,
keep under my
I
nose the
think
whole
what
time.
would smell good, or how does that come about? Because you have a lot.
We do have a lot. So a lot of it is trial and error. We do blend a lot of ours, essential oil blends ourselves. Fragrances, there are tons of companies out there who blend different fragrance combinations. So it's really trying to decide what your customer would like. And so a lot of times we'll come out with something new, and I love lavender and chamomile. I love it. Not so much our customers, and so, and I should say some customers love it, but it is not
the bestseller kind of thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of our customers love cherry almond, not something I like. So you have to really try different things because your customer base is large and not everyone is going to like the same thing. So I try to keep a wide variety so that there's something, for just about everyone. And then of course we do a nice unscented line too, because some people either don't want it to interfere with their perfume or they have allergies and they just really want the benefits but not the scent. So we do quite a bit in the unscented too.
Yeah, that's that's
Oh my
amazing.
gosh. Yeah, well, and I remember you were pushing lavender chamomile to us about a dozen years ago, and it was and it certainly smells nice, but it's like no, you got all these other ones I like better.
Well,
We do.
and I think one of the challenges of being a business owner on your own is so often what you like or think would be particularly popular, it's not.
It really isn't.
Well, and I have got to tell you that, Hannah, why don't you go ahead and bring up her website, show this on the computer, because I'll tell you what, if you cannot find several scents that you like on this website, there's something wrong with you. And of
I'm
course,
gonna just scroll
again,
down
if you're
a little
looking
bit,
for unscented, as Cindy said, they got that too. But I'm telling you, there are oh my gosh, mango,
Cucumber mango.
cucumber mango.
Yeah.
Yeah.
cucumber
Oh my
mango,
gosh.
yeah.
Oh, some of the smells and stuff that's on there are just incredible. So, and it doesn't matter if you're looking for lotions or if you're looking for soaps or if you're looking for
Well, and we'll get
other products.
into
We'll get
this.
into that in a minute.
We're gonna be taking.
There
a
I
break.
go again.
Yes.
There I go.
Yes. Jumping ahead.
Mrs. Claus is always trying to keep me from jumping forward and running ahead because I get
am.
so excited about this stuff.
I
I
am.
can't wait to show everybody, and it's like, wait, there's we're gonna have to take a break and do it, and so. But we'll get there. We'll
Yeah,
get there.
yeah, we'll get there, but
that'll keep you coming back.
well, and one of the things we have is, she also has products for the home. So I think this.
I forget about that.
Yes, yes. So I think this would be a good time. Let's take a short break, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Okay, and then I get to tell you. Hello, you may recognize us from Mountain Fun Life TV show Story Time with Santa and Mrs. Claus. And here are the stories that bring the TV show to life. This Santa's Elf series of children's books features wonderful rhyme and beautiful corner-to-corner illustrations and include a special message from Santa at the end of each story. I wrote the books and Mrs. Claus did the artistry. Available in hard and soft covers, these books are available wherever great children's books are sold, or online or at our website, thenorthpolepress.com. There are 7 already published and more on the way. So pick up one or more of these books and read them to your kids today.
Welcome back.
Wow. Well, go right
Well,
ahead.
First, we got so busy talking, we asked you to share, and then we didn't look at it, which one of these days we're going to really figure out the phone and everything else.
The comments,
we try and do.
all the other things that we ask you to do, and then we don't do ourselves. But
hello, Andrea, and thank you. Welcome. And she says, Misty Mountain soaps have the best smelling lotions and soaps. My favorite in local business. And that she has good quality and caring people pays off. And Mountain Energy is her favorite. So.
Mountain, boy, that sounds good.
Yeah.
So, and the Salt and Pepper Museum is real close to Cindy's workshop. So
yes, where she makes
probably
the soap,
smells half of it.
She probably does.
I wouldn't be surprised as you're making batches.
She comes out.
And Andrea's sitting there going, that's not a bad one.
True enough. True enough.
Okay, so now we can finally get into some of the products that you brought for us today and to show us. You want to kind of run through and just give us some idea what you got there and give us a little idea of some of the different products that you do carry.
Yeah.
Sure, I can go through some of them. So what started it all was bar soap, and here I have Winterberry. I brought that because of the North Pole. So,
which is a wonderful scent, by the way. I have that,
it's
and
nice,
that's
isn't
yes, it is.
It's a
Yes,
light
it is.
berry and musk scent. And then Mount LeConte is very popular. It reminds me just of the pine trees as you get to the top of Mount LeConte. And something to look forward to is we're going to be doing this in lotions and sprays and everything this winter. So look forward to that for all of our Mount LeConte people.
I love pine.
It's a great one. I might have to leave this with Santa. And then we spoke early about our doggy shampoo. We started with the bar soap 15 years ago or 12 years ago. I love the bar soap, especially on my big dog, because you just rub it back and forth on their wet fur. Creates a great lather, 100% all natural, and it rinses real clean. And I like this because you can get their bellies without dropping shampoo all over the top.
Yeah.
And then we did come out with a liquid version. It uses the same essential oils in it with our handmade liquid soap. So that's also very popular. I like that for the smaller dogs. Going on to some of the facial products I brought. Teen Clean has worked out real well for anyone with oilier skin, breakout skin, acne skin. Great for teenage boys because all they have to do is wash with it. It's made with tea tree oil, lemongrass, and lavender, so those all have antibacterial properties to it.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
And then, so it's been very popular since day one. And then in our facial line, we have several different things, and I didn't bring everything. But to wash with, I brought my Botanical Facial Cleanser. It is like a creamy cleanser, but it's made with activated charcoal. We have doTERRA frankincense essential oil in here, lavender and chamomile. All good things for the skin.
There's that lavender and chamomile
Absolutely.
again.
So anyway, just a really nice creamy cleanser. We also do like a charcoal soap. I did not bring it, but it has activated charcoal in it. It's very popular for the face too. And then my hydrating facial cream, made with, again, doTERRA frankincense oil, lavender, chamomile, mango butter, avocado oil. Just very good for the skin. A nice day and night cream. In the summertime, however, I love to use my toner as a facial moisturizer because it's made with aloe vera, different botanicals, cucumber powder, but it's just enough in kind of our hot, humid weather here in Tennessee to keep me moisturized during the day. Also good on sunburn, or you can use it just as a regular toner, 10 minutes on, rinse off, either way. Going on to our most popular product right now, we have something we call Ache No More. I formulated this maybe 6-7 years ago. We have to make this every week or every other day. Made with essential oils of peppermint, eucalyptus, camphor, and menthol. Soaks down into sore muscles to give you some relief. I've had people with neuropathy give me very good testimonials, diabetic neuropathy or chemoneuropathy on their feet. If you've been on your feet all day long, it's great to put that on your feet before you go to bed. So again, that's our best-selling product right now. We do quite a few things for the feet. I only brought my Healthy Heels. It's my favorite product. This is a balm that you just rub all over your feet, keeps them from getting chapped and cracked and yucky looking. So good to do at night before you go to bed or before shoes and socks. And then this time of year, Bug Be Gone uses essential oils, keep away the mosquitoes, mainly lemon eucalyptus, which actually the Center of Disease Control recommends using as a natural alternative to DEET. So we do the Bug Be Gone in a spray. We also do it in a lotion, and I have a little balm also. For the bath, we do bath bombs. I just brought a cute little thing of bath bombs, and we do different sizes and different things. And those are fun to put in the bath, relax, soften your skin. And then this is my sinus shower tab for all these people who don't have time for a bath. This is like aromatherapy in the shower. You put it down in the corner of the shower. When the water hits it, it releases the essential oils. We do 5 different types, but sinus is my most popular. Kind of helps to open you up. And lotion bars, different alternative to lotion, especially now that we're all washing our hands so much. Made with shea butter, cocoa butter, vitamin E, and a beeswax base. I also love this in the winter because it keeps your hands protected. And then personally, my most favorite formulation that I came up with is called Herbal Healing Balm. This probably blesses my heart more than anything else with the testimonials I get because it can help with different skin irritations, burns, cuts, bug bites, anything topical. Made with 5 different herbs that all have healing properties to them and 5 different essential oils, including helichrysum, which is good for scarring. So to me, just something you should always keep in your medicine cabinet, your purse, whatever. My favorite. And those are the items that I
That-
brought today, but we have many more.
And she is just getting warmed up. I mean,
Yeah.
she could just go on for forever with all the products she has. But speaking of facial,
Yes.
I have to demonstrate one of my own, and this is something I have been using for years.
Yes.
And absolutely love it. And that is beard oil. And I swear to God, this stuff is so great. I didn't use it this morning because I knew Cindy was coming in. So I'm going to put a little on right now. And all I do, I swear, this does such a wonder on your beard and mustache. And I just rub it in. And, you know, beard hair is much coarser than the hair on your head.
Yes.
And it's actually kind of wiry sometimes. But you rub this stuff in, and then I take my pick and smooth it out. And I'll tell you what, my hair, just feel that.
And it does. You know, one of the
Just
things
makes it so soft.
it absolutely does. And of course, you know, for
love it.
Santa, especially a little bit in a couple of months, hopefully we will still be able to do this, but a lot of children love to touch his beard just like I did.
Yes.
And it's nice when it's soft, and it also has, again, a wonderful aroma.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know exactly, but
There's
it's
a little bit of cedar wood in it, a tiny
is
bit
that
of
it?
patchouli.
It just got
Mhm.
that it's just
a
very
one.
nice, isn't it?
It's a nice masculine smell.
Yeah,
It's, you
yeah,
know, there,
and
there's
it just when he uses, and then
and it's not greasy.
No,
either.
no.
I will tell you that.
but
yeah.
I don't think you can tell so much on TV, but his beard sparkles. You know, when he gets it really does. I mean, it just looks so good, and of course, it's very healthy for the beard and for his skin as well. So yeah, he's been using this product.
I mean,
for
sweet
years.
almond oil, fractionated coconut oil, avocado oil, vitamin E, and essential oils. I mean,
Yeah.
how perfect.
It is.
How perfect.
It is.
I swear by this stuff. And, you know, if you're a guy or a girl with a beard,
Yep.
I highly recommend it. I mean, it's wonderful stuff, and I really do. I use it every day.
Yes.
During the
Yes.
season especially.
Yes.
Because, as Mrs. Claus says, it actually kind of sparkles
Yes.
and gives a real nice sheen and shine when I'm out there.
Well,
But,
and
yeah.
we also use actually quite a few of your foot care products,
Yes.
which again are wonderful. And I use various lotions, and I really like the one that you have, that's in the little canister that you can carry around in your purse.
Oh, the lotion bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lotion bar, the lotion
Yeah.
bar. You know what's nice about that is that sometimes you don't want to carry lotion because it's a liquid. So, and
Especially in the heat.
well, yeah, and you know, or in your purse, you know, and you certainly don't want, you know, the liquid to come out. The bars are great because, you know, it's something easy to grab a hold of in your purse. You rub some on and you're done, and there's no you know, your hands don't feel greasy afterwards. So that's one of my personal, you know, favorite products, because I like to be able to carry that around in my purse. So, and then the other thing we haven't talked about, Cindy, is I know you make some products for the home.
We do. We make a laundry soap, and so I make it with either lavender essential oil, or we also use orange essential oil. So that's made with my plain old lye soap that we grate up, and it's added borax and washing soda, so it's very natural. We have a lot of people who have problems and sensitivities to detergents, where once that's in their clothes, it affects their skin. So it's a real good product to use for that, that's more natural. So we do make that. We also make a odor neutralizing spray, which I love. It's great on, it's been tested on stinky teenager shoes. So it really works. It actually neutralizes the odor. So we do that. And I love it like on the dog bed or, the trash can. Just has multiple uses, but it's just a really good home item. We also make a lavender pillow spray to spray on your pillow at night. It helps you sleep and calms you down. So that's very nice too. It's made with a fine lavender essential oil. So those, I think, are some of our home products that we do. We also have fragrance oils and essential oils that you can put in diffusers, and those are very popular now too. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the thing again that has always impressed me with Cindy's products is it's so much more. Not that it wouldn't be enough to have your skin lotion and soaps and all like that, but
beard oil.
Yeah, beard oil. But it
Damn
really,
beard oil.
I think she truly has one of those kind of one-stop shopping that if you go to either her website or her stores, you can pretty much get everything you want. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
First, I have the website up, and we have it is mistymountainsoap.com. Mm-hmm. And she has all of her products there, and of course, obviously, you can order them online. And then you have 2 stores here. Can you give us the address of both those stores?
I have my very first, or one of the first shops is in the arts and crafts community, which, really I love the arts and crafts community. A lot of handmade shops where you can find all different handcrafted items. So I have one in Morning Mist, which is a complex about halfway down Glades Road. And then I just opened a store in December downtown in the Village area. So that's behind Pancake Pantry in that area. And then right now I have a little store in Pigeon Forge, also in the Old Mill area.
And actually, I think we're gonna make a little stop over there. Aren't we?
Will. We're gonna do
so
a remote at her store, so you can see for yourself all the products that you have. But we really want to thank you so much for coming on our show and sharing your story and all your just wonderful products with us. We really appreciate that.
Well, thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.
I'll tell you, we love to hear success stories like yours, where basically you started as something, you can almost call it a hobby. Mm-hmm. And now look at it, and it has just grown and become such a wonderful line of products. So, and good morning, Felicia. I see you're watching as well this morning. Nice to see you. So, anyway, but moving on, because I do want to get to Cindy's store in a little while.
We do, yeah.
So we need to kind of wrap this up.
Yeah.
But you want to tell them, or do you want me to?
Oh, you can.
Oh, I can do that.
You
okay.
can do it this
now,
time.
Obviously, but again, we want to thank Cindy Heinemann and at Misty Mountain Soaps for being here and showing us her fabulous line. And again, stay with us because later today we're going to go to the Little Pigeon Forge shop because it's close. So
and we're going to, and of course, next Tuesday. We actually have a very special guest.
We do indeed.
So you want to make sure that you.
Santa's not the only one that does magic,
Yeah, that's just kind of a little hint, but so you really want to make sure that you tune in next Tuesday.
So you want to tune in next Tuesday because we have somebody who's going to just dazzle you. So by all means, make sure you join us for next Tuesday. You'll love this one. So.
And as always, thanks so much for joining us, and have a good week, and just be kind.
God bless and be safe and be kind. Take care. Bye-bye.